Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. It's getting really good. As they say, the plot thickens. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You know, a lot of the different preparations, especially the milk preparations that are popular for offering to Krishna, requires stirring the pot for a really long time under sometimes a low heat until it thickens. Make para, make sweet rice, prepare burfi, sandesh. A lot of these milk products, you have to keep stirring the pot, and then it thickens and it thickens and it thickens, and then it gets very sweet. So the plot is thickening, and the pot, what's in the pot, is thickening. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Ah, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, There's really nothing like the association of devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna, at whatever stage of development they may be in, because it's like that pot that's getting stirred on the stove. It's in preparation. Hare Krishna. So if it's just in the beginning stages of being starting to get stirred, starting to thicken a little bit, it's still wonderful. It's just in the beginning stage. It's not ready yet. I remember in the old days, they used to talk about in making sweet rice, or just rice in general, preparing rice. You could tell if it was done if you took one little grain out of the pot and to see if it was cooked. And you could tell the whole pot was cooked. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I have a feeling this movement of Lord Chaitanya's is like that. And it's heating up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. If we can sample one little grain from the pot, and if it's done, then we can see that the whole pot is going to get done. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Well, the examples aren't perfect, they're trying to correlate from the material experience for the spiritual environments. It doesn't correlate exactly, but we can get an idea. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. I probably sound pretty cryptic. Somebody just tuning in out of nowhere. Sound like, what's he talking about? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's an ocean of mercy. Lord Chaitanya's movement is an ocean of mercy. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And a really big wave is headed this way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Always facing toward the sunlight, always staying in the sunlight, and there's no darkness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. This material world is a world of dualities. If there's good, then there's bad. But spiritually, it's all good. Not material good. It's a different kind of good than the one that's involved in dualities for good and bad, light and dark, hot and cold, happiness and distress. And Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita, remain steady in those dualities, can reach the actual platform of pure goodness, where there is no bad. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. There is no duality. That's why there's no bad, because there's no duality. Hare Krishna, there really isn't even any past, present, or future. Well, there's only present, eternal present. And there's no birth or death. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's a different realm of existence than what we're accustomed to experiencing. Hare Krishna, in the material situation, the dualities. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Wow. Say it's the illusory energy. That's the illusion that there are dualities. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram. It creates discord, creates agitation and unrest, the dualities. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Some people, seeing that and understanding it, come to the conclusion even after studying some of the scriptures, that the highest reality is a kind of nothingness where there's no duality, which means there's no activity, there's no interaction. It's an impersonal idea, impersonal environment. And they're attracted to that because of the sufferings of the dualities. Loss and gain, victory and defeat, it goes on unlimitedly. Sachi's working at the fair, setting it up, setting the exhibition rooms up. It's a little part-time job there. And she was describing, some of the exhibits. There was a large train exhibit with a very big one. I guess it's a model train or something. It goes through a lot of different cities. But actually the whole fair, the whole material world is like a fair. It's like that fair is like a state fair inside a fair inside a fair. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, the whole thing is only temporary. It's a display. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So some people find relief in simply leaving the fair. But then where are they going? Well, they're outside the fair. They're not in the state fair anymore. But then what? And they just hang out in nowhere? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Pick your poison, It's like, yeah, maybe there's no agitation or conflict, but how is that attractive? That's not attractive. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Although some people do find it attractive, at least for a while. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. But we have information that there is an environment where there is a lot of activity and a lot of interaction, but it's not discordant. It's not, it's not frustrating or materially frustrating, because Krishna is the center of all activities. Consciousness of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's why it's all good. Even if there is, quote unquote, bad, it's still good. Hare Krishna, Sudha Sattva. Even bad is good, Sudha Sattva. Pure goodness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Reaching that platform, one never returns to the world of dualities, material dualities, the temporal world of illusion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. One of my favorite writings is Bilvamangal Thakur's Govinda Damodara stotram. And just going to read a little bit of it. What I really, really love about it is the different devotees are calling out for Krishna, specifically the names Govinda Damodara. What is it? Govinda Damodara, Madhava. Those three particular names, Govinda Damodara Madhava. And his verses are composed showing the predicament that the devotee is in, that instigates them to call out for Krishna. Like this verse, first verse. I'm not going to read the Sanskrit. I'm not going to torture everybody with that. First verse. Before the assembled Kurus and Pandavas, when Dushashan caught her hair and clothing, Krishna, Draupadi, having no other lord, cried out, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava. So that's when Draupadi was being humiliated by the Kauravas trying to strip her naked in the assembly of warriors. I mean, come on. That's just awful. She's a queen. What a disgusting. Anyway, by doing that, Krishna did not like that at all. And he promised Draupadi that he would have, he would do something about that, but it was going to be at a later date, and that was the Battle of Kurukshetra. That was like the straw that broke the camel's back. Because Krishna had come to destroy the problematic rulers of the world. It's part of the reason of his appearance. It wasn't it was kind of like in his Vishnu aspect, not so much his Krishna aspect, more of his Vishnu potency of maintaining and destroying the demons and like that. That's his Vishnu function. He expands and appears in a Vishnu capacity. Hare Krishna, Hare. But that was the straw that broke the camel's back. That's what pushed it right over the edge. Because Draupadi's hair, she was dragged by her hair into the assembly of all these warriors. My God, terrible. It's terrible. This is pure devotee of Krishna. Come on. Krishna trying to take her clothes off in the assembly, dragging her by the hair. I mean, how degraded, you know? It's like, what? Krishna. So her hair, which is usually kept up, nice and neat and chaste, he's dragging Dushashan, Duryodhana's brother, was dragging her by the hair, like caveman or something. And so Krishna said, well, he promised Draupadi that the hair of the wives of the Kauravas would all be taken down, just like her hair had been taken down, because at the time of mourning, for the husband, the hair is let down. So, Battle of Kurukshetra, they all had to mourn like that. Hare Krishna. So that's that verse. Before the assembled Kurus and Pandavas, when Dushashan caught her hair and clothing, Draupadi, having no other lord, cried out, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava. Jai Bilal Thakur. Beautiful verses. And then the next verse. This is Draupadi continuing. And yeah, see, she's addressing the Lord in his Vishnu form. She calls him Krishna because they have this intimate, loving relationship with Krishna, his friends. Arjuna is his friend. Yudhisthira is his friend, Draupadi. In a friendly relationship with the Lord. And so here Draupadi continues her appeal. She says, "O Lord Krishna, Vishnu." She's appealing to his Vishnu aspect. "O Lord Krishna, Vishnu, enemy of the Madhu and Kaitava demons, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, enemy of Mura, merciful upon the devotees, O Keshava, Lord of the worlds, Govinda, Damodara, Madhava, please deliver me." In her distressful condition. Okay, so here's someone else, another devotee, and how they're calling out for Krishna. Though desiring to sell milk, dahi, butter, etc., the mind of a young gopi was so absorbed in the lotus feet of Krishna that instead of calling out, "Milk for sale," she bewilderedly said, "Govinda, Damodar, and Madhava." Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. The mind of a young gopi was so absorbed in the lotus feet of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Instead of calling out, "Milk for sale," she bewilderedly said, "Govinda, Damodar, Madhava." Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is some more of the gopi mood calling out for Krishna. Next verse. They're grinding mortars full of grains. The gopis' minds are overcome as they thresh with their pestles, singing Govinda Damodar Madhava. Hare Krishna. Next verse. O lotus-eyed girl. Oh, no. A lotus-eyed girl instructed the red-beaked pet parrot that was seated in the cup of her lotus hand. She said, Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. She's instructing the parrot to chant. Red-beaked pet parrot to chant. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava. Hare Krishna. These verses are so nice. Oh my God. Hare Krishna. Here's some more parrot verses here. Next verse. In each and every house, a bevy of Gopa women is engaged in making the caged parrots constantly utter with broken words. Govinda, Damodar, Madhava, with broken words. You know, the holy name, even chanted in a broken way like that, is so sweet. Like we had a little session here at the house, just a few devotees, just three of us, and one of them brought her little girl. And, I think maybe she's about 6 or 7. I'm not sure how old she is. And we were reading from the Mahabharata. And sometimes having these meetings, it's nice to be with the devotees and try to make some friendships in a more spontaneous way. And so sometimes some of the devotees bring their children, but the children get lost. If there's a lot of adults, the adults kind of overpower and the children get lost, kind of like left out, But this was really nice because it was just 3 of us. And so the little girl was able to enter in, and she was reading. And she was reading so nicely, but with broken words. But she was reading so purely. The children, they have a kind of purity to them. They don't have so many preconceived ideas. They're reading, And she's learning to read, so it's like a little parrot. Really sweet. It's really nice, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And the children lead the kirtans. It's really nice too. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Very sweet. Here's another involving children. With the little boy lying in the swing. Oh, I guess the little boy is Krishna. All of the gopis used to expertly sing compositions set to musical notes and rhythm. They went, Govinda Damodara Madhava, while putting him to rest. I don't know, it's not capitalized, the little boy. I don't know if they're singing to Krishna as a little boy, or if they have children. No, it is Krishna. It's capitalized later, putting him to rest. Okay, so the gopis are singing to Krishna. Little boy Krishna is probably quite young here. Lying in a swing, child lying in a swing. And they're singing Govinda Damodara Madhava, musical notes and rhythms, putting him off to rest. Well, okay, I think that's it. The verses go on and they just get nicer and nicer and sweeter and sweeter. But I think I'm going to stop here. And really looking forward to what's coming down the road. Srila Gaur Haridas and Janaki. Going to be staying here for a little while. I don't know, they might get here, take a look around, and get back in their vehicles and just turn around and go back. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. Hare Krishna. I know what I'd like to see happen is to try and build on something here in spontaneous devotion. Hare Krishna, a center of sorts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. It's up to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I was listening to one of Srila Gauri's recent videos. Mostly I've been catching the replays because I'm running around doing a lot of things. And there are always so much wonderful realizations when he speaks. It's like, it's not something I don't know. It's just hearing him talk about these things. It's like, well, yeah. Well, yeah. It's really relishable. When he was discussing about surrender, and all it takes is just one or two words sometimes for something to really click and just like, well, yeah. And he was saying surrender means giving someone power over you. That's what it means to surrender, is they have power over you. Well, yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So instead of surrendering to so many material, temporary, illusory, caught in the dualities, um, superior persons and forces, better to surrender to those that are showing the path back home, back to Godhead. By their personal activities. That's an acharya, they teach by their example. So it's not enough just to give lip service. You have to show by their personal example what the teachings are. So we found someone like that in Srila Gaur Haridas. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we're in the process of surrendering. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And, I mean, what are we saying when we're chanting Hare Krishna anyway? What are we saying? Saying, please engage me. O energy of the Lord, O Lord, please engage me in your service. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. The principle of spiritual master is one. And it can manifest, that principle can manifest in many different ways. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I was thinking about it's like a template, spiritual master and disciple. When the spiritual master is bona fide and empowered, and the disciple is sincere, then the template works. Hare Krishna. Like Sukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, or Bhakti Siddhanta and A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. It's the disciplic succession template. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Wow. Hare Krishna.